Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Better rocks from the side, I'm a attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to the Milwaukee Mile for tonight's running in the IAA Truck Series. We've got 100 laps to run here tonight. Being it's the mile, that's 100 miles for these guys. They have finished qualifying, currently getting gridded up, and are getting ready to take the green flag. Well, headed off to make their pace laps, I should say. As soon as everyone is finished gridding. All right, let's take you down. Starting lineup. Starting off on the pole is going to be Wesley Crump in that 17 truck with Richard Slavely on his outside. Jeff Pogo, row 2, is Colin Bester on his outside. Row 3 is going to be James Rotruck and Dustin Coggin. Row 4 is going to be Dalton Schley and David Duran Jr. Row 5 will be Sean Merriman with Justin Durand on his outside. Row number 6 is going to have George Fehrenbacher and Daniel Dill. Row number 7 will be Ty Dahlman with Scott Griffin. Row 8, Chris Spencer and Noah Abbott. Row 9 will be Zane Bailey with David Scott. Row 10, Blaine Driggers and Alan Duggar. And bringing up the rear of the field is going to be Scott Thomason and Dustin German. It's going to be the starting lineup for tonight here at Milwaukee Mile. Going to be our first short track of the year. Looks like the pace car is just about to leave the racing surface. And the pace car is off. And we are green here at the Milwaukee Mile as Crump takes that green flag. Swavely got a great start as well on his outside. 8 of Pogo going to try and follow Crump underneath of Swavely's. Swavely's kind of stuck on the high side right now. They're going to head down the backstretch. Looks like Pogo may be falling back down into third. He's not going to... Swavely's going to stay up on the high side right now. He's not going to be able to move down low. So we got a bit more movement a little further back. You see Coggin side by side with the 24 of Duran Jr. And that 7 right in front of him, that's row truck. Looks like Swavely falling back just a tad. And Pogo taking that second place away from him. 54 Bester down below Swavely now. Swavely falling back into 4th place. Crump going to hit the line for lap number 3 tonight. And I think we got somebody around. Yep, there. Oh. Looks like the caution's going to be out. I think we may actually have a couple of incidents. See if something happened here. Yeah, alright, so that's the 6 truck of Thomason. He spun on his own. We heard that. But that is not actually what brought out the caution. Let's see. Looks like, I'm going to take a couple looks, see who can find out who it was. Oop, that is the 54. Wind that back. I think Bester just kind of went around on his own. Self-spin coming off of turn number 2. And there it goes. Yep. That was all on his own. Keeps it clean off the inside wall. But that is going to send him to the back of the field, as that is caution number 1 here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. Looks like we've got 1 truck opting to pit. Daniel Dill. Zane Bailey going to follow him. And the pace car is off. Green flag is out for Wesley Crump. Great restart for him. Swavely going to fall in behind. Pogo is going to have a great restart as well, following Crump on the low side underneath of Swavely. Swavely's going to try and make a surge on the high side, coming off of turn number 2. Down the backstretch they come now. Side by side is Pogo and Swavely for that second place. Swavely's going to inch ahead on the high side. Pogo's not going to give it up quite so easy. He's going to stay right on his rear bumper, looking on the low side. He's not quite going to be able to make a move. Coming off of turn 4 now. They're going to single file up. We look a little further back in the field. Got a bit of side-by-side action between Merriman and Schley. Excuse me, Duran Jr. and Schley. That was Jr. in the 24. Now we're looking at Schley in, Merriman in the 18. Here we go. Fehrenbacher and Schley now making moves. Schley trying to get by. Fehrenbacher on the low side. Coming out of turn number 4. They're side-by-side. They're going to keep it going down the front stretch. And now heading down to turn 1. Schley slides up just a bit. No contact with Fehrenbacher, though. Up front, singled out. Crump still up front, leading. Get our graphic back up on the screen here. And Noah Abbott in that 5 truck trying to make a move underneath of Dragers in the 14. Getting a bit dicey back here with Bester in that 54 truck. Bester and Daniel Dill. Now we got that 39 of Griffin looking low under this 11. Wasn't going to work. Bester making a move on the high side of that 39. So Griffin still trying to make his way by Bester as they're going to have up out of turn number 4 now. Still side by side as they hit the line for lap number 12 of 100 here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. Into turn number 1, Bester swung that entry very wide. Road Truck currently in 4th, got his eyes on Swavely in 3rd place, trying to make his way up there, try and get up into the podium spot. Oh, and we got one around. That's Griffin in the 39 truck. Missing the left front fender on that truck. Alright, let's see what happened to Griffin. Ooh, there's possible contact with Bester going in the corner. Let's find a better camera here. Alright. Ooh, no, he just kind of checked up hard. I think maybe he wasn't expecting, I think that was Dahlman in front of him, check up quite as hard as he did, but locked him up himself. Let's go on board with Griffin here. There we go. On board with Scott Griffin and down turn 1, and yeah, I think he just wasn't expecting him to check up so quickly. Ends up locking it up in order to not drive through him, so unfortunate for Griffin, but no victims in this one besides himself, so he's going to bring that truck down to the pit road. Looks like Bailey and Dill heading down pit road again. Or if they're probably just trying to keep those trucks topped off on fuel. Well, got tires going on to the 20. Griffin taking tires in that 39 truck. So Bailey's taking 4 tires. Dill doesn't look like he's taking any tires, but still sitting on pit road. I wonder if maybe he had some kind of damage at some point, or can't see anything on that truck. There he goes. Pulling off a pit road now. He's going to stay on the lead lap. So this is going to be caution number 2. So we go across the line for lap number 16 here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. Watching the IAA Truck Series on the 15 Studios YouTube channel. So the lights off on the pace car. We've got those trucks double stacked back up, heading down the back stretch. Crump still out front. Swavely's going to take the outside. Pogo takes inside in P2. Pace car is off. And Crump is off. Great restart. Swavely again not getting such a great restart. Pogo pretty well as himself following through. Going to stay behind Crump for second place with Swavely falling in behind in third. Road Truck's going to get fourth back. But we've got a bit of action a little bit further behind there. Oh, contact between the 9 and the 7 of Road Truck. 24. Oh, and they're starting to stack up here. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck going into turn number 3. That's going to bring out the third caution tonight. Let's go back and take a look. So that is going to be Durand in the 9 getting into the back of Road Truck. Let's find a different camera here. Oh, that ain't a good camera. Let's go. We can see. Oh yeah, just kind of just drives right into him. We're gonna need to go on board with that 9 truck. On board with Justin Durand. Oh, Road Truck kind of checked up quick, I guess. And just a racing incident, I guess. You know, short track racing. And then it kind of just big stack up after that. Accordion effect as it goes. One more look from the blimp cam. Plenty of trucks involved in this one. Caution number 3 on lap number 20. Oh, that's going to put... Oh, unfortunately, Road Truck back at 18th now after that. Still early in the race, only 21 laps out of 100 complete. He's got time to get back up there. Got a 22 car field. Well, truck field, I should say. As the sun goes behind the clouds, it got dark quick here. Hoping that sun's going to come back out.
Until you stop reminding that it was ever there. I've been waiting for the sound that your voice makes. It keeps me in this place, complete and dire. A paralyzed reminder, but were you ever there? The elements are sleeping in these memories I'm keeping, while the world awaits its morning to
Pace car is off. Ooh, and a small checkup on the outside line, but the green flag is out for Wesley Crump. Swavey with a much better restart than the past couple on that one. He's still going to fall in behind into third place behind Pogo. Now down the back stretch. Pogo and Swavey almost side by side. Swavey is going to drop back as they head down into turn number 3. Side by side behind them is Fehrenbacher and Merriman in the 18, then Coggin and that 96 truck of German. Merriman trying to make his way underneath the Fehrenbacher. That's going to be for the 5th place position. Fehrenbacher's going to get that position past Merriman. Merriman's going to look on the high side. He's not going to have quite enough of a run to make anything happen. But looking on the high side, that's going to let German look on his low side. And now German making his way by Merriman for that 6th place position. Abbott on the low side of Coggin behind them. Coggin running the high line, Abbott down low. Spencer trying to make a move by Dahlman. And he's got the low side as they come up off the corner. Looks like he's got a great run and going through that corner. Is he going to be able to close the door? He does. Spencer clears Dahlman coming off of turn 4. Now he's going to have his sights on Coggin in that 44 truck as he closes that gap quickly but jumps out of the throttle. Down the backstretch, they're going to single out. Crump still out front leading, but he's got Pogo all over his back bumper. Inside of just 2/10. Coming off of turn 4 and down the front stretch now. Schley on the outside of Driggers. Driggers making his way by Schley. Now Bester trying to get by Schley in that 85 truck. Coming up off of turn number 4. Bester's got his nose ahead of Schley. He's got the advantage coming off the corner. Is he going to be able to close the door? He's right there. Road Truck's going to stick his nose under there. Bester not completely able to complete the pass yet. Here he goes. He's past Schley. Schley still holding on there, but now he's trying to make his way by Driggers. Driggers blinks out, disappears for a minute. And Bester's got a great run coming off of turn 2. Road Truck's going to try and follow him by Schley. Bester's going to get the position going into turn number 3, and here goes Road Truck past Schley and Driggers as well. So Bester and Road Truck have just completed those 2 passes for 12th and 13th place. Road Truck trying to make his way back up front after that incident a few laps ago, which put him to the back of the field after being up in 4th for the majority of the beginning of this race. Back here's that 9 truck of Justin Duran trying to get by 89. Actually, that's the 79, showing the 89. The 89 paint scored as the 73, so he's going to have to fix that. But still, right here, Bester side by side with Dahlman going for another position. Bester up in 11th now. And Abbott looks like he's made his way by Merriman. Merriman's got Spencer looking at him now, right on his back bumper. Spencer's going to take the lower line. No, he's going to hop back in front of, up and behind him, rather. And Bester following Spencer right under Coggin. Road Truck and Bester both making their way through the field relatively quickly. Lap number 31. Spencer passing Merriman on the low side. Going down in the turn number 1. He's not quite got the position yet as Merriman gets a bit of a run on the high side coming up off of turn number 2. He's going to be able to hold that spot, or Spencer going to be able to take it back. Still side by side now, heading down in the turn number 1. Merriman not able to keep that run going on the high side. Spencer surges ahead. Here comes Bester underneath Merriman now. And Bester has made his way by Merriman. Bester's all over the back bumper of Spencer. He's not looking like he's wanting to be too patient. Yeah, patient. All full of tongue twisters tonight. Here goes Spencer on the low side of Abbott. I think Spencer and Bester really just making quick work of this field here. Road Truck kind of getting hung up behind Dahlman there. Ooh, that was close. You just saw that with Bester and Abbott. Bester kind of went up the track just a tad. Abbott moved so he did not make contact. Kudos to Abbott for recognizing that and backing up just a tiny bit, avoiding a wreck. Back again out front, Crump is still leading this one over Jeff Pogo, which is still about a 2 to 3 tenths lead. Pogo not letting him have much breathing room. And Swavely still right there as well. A few more tenths back off of Pogo in 3rd place. Fehrenbacher holding down the top 5. Now Bester and Spencer side by side. Here goes Bester. He's got the position coming off of turn 4. Clears them easily. Spencer maybe with a bit of problem, or maybe just not getting through that corner so well, as Abbott kind of gets hung up behind Spencer. And Road Truck getting past Merriman, Dahlman. Now Abbott working on Spencer. Road Truck trying to get that 8th place position. And he's looking on the inside. Abbott was almost looking like he was thinking about 3 wide, but said never mind. As Merriman's getting shifted out back in the further back pack. Road Truck's going to get that spot past Spencer for 8th place. Bester and Road Truck now trying to close up to Dustin German in the 6th place spot. Zane Bailey and Daniel Dill have pitted, I believe, every caution that we've had, and I'm wondering what kind of strategy they're working on. They're doing something. They got to be doing something. It's very odd to change 4 tires only 20 laps into this, so there's some kind of strategy they're working on. So we're going to have to try and pay attention to them, keep an eye on them. Zane Bailey currently sitting in 18th, trying to make his way back up through the field. Still on the lead lap. Daniel Dill in 20th. Zane Bailey is usually one of those trucks we see up front. However, this is our first short track of the season. Real short track, I say. Heavy braking kind of track. And, oh, contact. Road Truck and Bester not getting along right here. We'll have to watch them. We'll go back a lap or so. So here we see Bester on the high side, Road Truck down low, truck, and dip over, crossover move by Bester. Sends it in there. Ooh, I think Bester just kind of got a little too loose down low. Here they are, back to live. We got Bester ahead of Road Truck for 7th and 8th position. Road Truck's looking to make a move down low on Bester. He's got his nose there. Down in the turn number 1. Is he going to be able to make a pass complete? They're side by side, entering 2. Neck and neck coming up off of the corner down the back stretch. Here they go. Still running side by side as they head down into turn number 3 now. And Road Truck's going to take that spot. Bester looking to cross him over. Not quite enough of a run coming off the corner. That's going to be Road Truck's position and number 7. 7 Truck in the 7th place. As we've seen throughout the whole race, Crump still out leading with Pogo in 2nd. David Durand right there in 4th. Ooh, we got a truck spun down low. That's Schley. He's on the grass and off of the track surface, so we do not have a caution. Let's see, we're going to be able to get this thing back to pit road, or... Alright, he's going to tow it to pit road, but he's going to do it from the grass, so we do not have a caution. Kudos to Schley for getting it done like that, keeping it green. Everything pretty well tame here at the Milwaukee Mile as we are on lap number 45 of 100. Had a bit of action. Everyone playing well together so far. Bailey trying to work on Driggers for the 16th spot. And getting into some lap traffic now, as we can see Scott Griffin is getting passed by Pogo in 2nd place. Shortly coming up on the halfway mark here at the Milwaukee Mile. Road Truck making his way by Fehrenbacher. This is for 5th place. We're riding on the back bumper of Road Truck here. You can see the speeds these trucks are getting some, down the straights and then really dropping that speed quite a bit as they head the corners. This track being very flat. Abbott may be trying to make a move on Spencer. Looks like he's trying to poke that nose down below Spencer's rear quarter. Bester and Fehrenbacher are about to go to battle here. Bester looking on the low side of Fehrenbacher as they head down into turn number 3 off of 4. Bester's got the advantage. Is he going to make that pass stick? He does not have him quite cleared yet. They're going to go across the line, head down in turn number 1. We'll see what's going to happen here. Still side by side. Fehrenbacher's got a good run on the high side. But Bester's able to get into that throttle coming off of the corner. And Bester's going to take the spot for 6th. Just past the halfway mark. It's like Duran trying to make a pass on Spencer. He is really working that truck. That number 9 down on the low side. Surging back and forth underneath Spencer. Here comes Coggin trying to make his way by as well. He's going to try and... Oh, he's going to... Ooh, he was almost going to push it 3 wide. Coggin, that is. Decided to back off. He's going to fall back behind Spencer as Duran in that 9 truck gets the spot over Spencer. Spencer has now been pushed back out of the top 10. And Pogo hitting pit road as your 2nd place truck now on pit road as we're past the halfway point in this race here tonight. Let's see if this is going to kick off a set of green flag stops. Blaine Driggers hitting pit road. Gonna keep an eye on that. Oh, here comes Crump. Crump's down on the pits. Currently, Swavely is your leader. Drigger's taking off. Crump gonna grab his 4 tires. Looks like Crump actually maintain his lead, or excuse me, not lead, but lead lap. I believe he did. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Good for him. Crump maintains the lead lap while taking 4 tires pit stop at the Milwaukee Mile. I did not see that even being a possibility, but here's a caution. Looks like Driggers maybe. Let's find him. Well, let's see. Ooh, Driggers self-spin. Probably cold tires. As we know, he was just in the pit, so that's going to get that's gonna get everyone to pit. I'm sure everyone that didn't just pit, which is gonna work out great for Crump. Swaley's gonna end up needing to pit. Let's see, Swavely, Durand are both on the original equipment. Road Truck he's been on the same tire since lap 20, as well as Bester. Looks like German, Fehrenbacher, and Abbott have not pitted. Coggin, Spencer, Dahlman, all on original equipment. So here comes Swavely, Durand, Road Truck, Bester, German, Fehrenbacher. Looks like just about everybody. All but looks like Merriman, I believe. Nope, maybe he's just going to get a lap back. Schley. All right, so looks like Swavely's gonna win the race off of pit road. Durand and Coggin. Quite a rough pit lane here. I forgot to level the ground before they paved it. So Daniel Dill is currently leading. His last pit stop was lap 21, so unless he goes in here, I don't think that's going to last too long. So Crump and Pogo are going to be right up front. They're going to be 1-2 or 2-3, depending on what happens to Dill here. Yeah, so Crump and Pogo are going to have a few laps extra on their tires, but those two have been so quick, I don't really think it's going to be any type of issue, at least not for Crump. Swavely might have something for Pogo for a few laps or so. We'll have to see how this one plays out. But I don't think the slightly older tires are going to be an issue for Crump. I think he's still going to be able to just get it done here, unless there's been a change in track. As the day goes on, track heats up, maybe cools down depending on the weather and the sun. I believe the lights are going to go off. The trucks are going to pick inside, outside, pick their lanes. All right. It's looking like... all right, there we go. There goes David Scott. I was a little confused on why he was still there. So Dill is opting to start on the high side. I find that very surprising because he is going to be the control truck. Maybe he knows he's going to end up washing up and doesn't want to take out Crump. I don't know. Let's see how it's going to go here as the pace car is off. And the green flag is out. Dill gets a good restart. Crump puts a huge block on Pogo. Oh, Pogo lets it go. Kudos to Pogo for backing off of that because he could have just sent Crump. He is working hard on Crump now as they come down the back stretch. Dill's still out front. Crump and Pogo going at it enough that Dill is just kind of being able to hold on to it. Here we go. Dill washing up there. 4 wide. They are 4 wide coming through turn number 4. Sorted back down. I think we're almost 5 wide there for just a second. But Crump's going to get that lead back. Pogo in second. Duran's going to be looking to make a move on the low side of Pogo. Pogo's going to slam the door. Swavey falls back to fourth, and Road Truck is there in fifth. But German's trying to make a move on him as they come up out of the corner. Oh, we got Fehrenbacher slams the wall. And we got a couple trucks around. Driggers went around. I saw another one going around as well. Dahlman. So we're going to have caution number 5 on lap 63 here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. Let's go back and dissect that one. I think that one actually started maybe Swavely or German. Let's go to the always reliable blimp cam. Looks like Swavely just had kind of a weird wiggle. They get pushed through what? Fehrenbacher almost looks like he got a netcode shove from Abbott. And what's going on with Dahlman further back here? How did he end up around? Oh, he was on his own, and yeah, so Dahlman was just kind of self-spinning off the corner. Merriman got the back of Driggers. But let's go take a look at what's going on with Fehrenbacher. And a different camera. Nope. He just got loose on his own. So that is going to be caution number 5 here on lap number 65 of 100. You're watching the IAA Truck Series at the Milwaukee Mile on the 15 Studios YouTube channel. Only place you're going to find the IAA Truck or Xfinity Series. Your current leader is Wesley Crump. Pace car is off, and the green flag is out for Wesley Crump. Great restart by him. And Pogo is going to be down on the low side. Different restart line. See Crump usually taking the low side. He decided to take the high line this time. Got a bit of movement back there. Looks like Dill was loose coming off the corner. Collects it up. No fouls there. as we stay green. Now Crump and Pogo heading up off of turn number 4. Road Truck and Durand side by side coming across the line. Durand makes the pass by Road Truck on the high side. Now the other Durand, that's Justin Durand, battling with James Road Truck. Durand up on the high side, Road Truck down low. And Road Truck looks like he's going to get the position. Not quite yet, but he's going to keep it down on the low side, battling through the corner. Up off of turn number 4, looks like he's got the room to clear him. Justin German's going to get right behind Durand now. We're going to fall in single file line. He's going to try and make a move into turn number 1. No, German's going to look over the high side. That's going to let Bester poke his nose down low. German's going to surge ahead on the high side. Heck of a run coming off the corner. It's not going to be enough as Durand's going to close the door. And we saw Abbott get loose off the corner, but he saves it. Good save by Abbott coming off of turn number 2. No Abbott in that 5 truck. Crump still continuing to be dominant in this one. Bester making his move underneath German in that 96 truck now. Coming off of the turn number 2, heading down the back stretch. Bester's going to fall in behind German. Not able to make the pass stick on that turn. There he goes. He's going to try and send it down low. Pokes the nose. Drives it in deep. And is he going to be able to make it work coming off the corner? He's to his quarter. Continuing to work ahead. Here we go down in the turn number 1 now. Bester with the advantage going into the corner straight through. Is he going to slam the door? Yes, he's going to slide up in front of him. German's going to try and look for a crossover. Is he going to be able to do anything? Looks like he's to his quarter. What's going to happen down into this corner now? German's still on the low side. He's going to try and cross Bester back over. They're swapping spots back and forth for 6th and 7th. Right now at the line, Bester has it. Now we're going to the corner. It's German's position. And while this is going on, the front two, the front couple, they're bunching up. Durand and Pogo. Durand looks like he's about to try and put some moves on Pogo on the high side as they come up off of turn number 4. Alright, now the mic is fixed. Apologize about that. Side by side is Swavely and Dahlman. That's going to be for the 10th place spot. Road Truck all over Durand here, trying to get up into that 3rd position. And the other Durand behind them with German trying to fight for the top 5. Pogo still trying to catch Crump as he's got a 6/10 gap from 1st to 2nd. Does Pogo have anything for Crump? If so, it's time to go. Inside of 20 laps. Great clean race here tonight. Said just a few cautions, 5 or 6. Love when we can have these short track races, some exciting racing, some battles, and but not caution fests. Caution fests aren't fun for anybody. Crump continuing to lead over Pogo. He's got a 2nd between them now as he's coming up on the lap truck of Colin Bester. Again, Colin Bester is having a great run, picking his way through the field several times, just picking off trucks one by one. Now sitting 3 laps down. So unfortunate. Excuse me, now 4 laps down. Bester having a great run here tonight. Until getting into having some issues. Side by side now, Durand and German battling for that 5th place spot. Coming up off the corner, it's going to be German. Durand not giving up. Durand has it going into 3. Coggins trying to follow Durand under German for that 6th place spot. Durand has the spot over German. Now Coggin, he's going to try and send it down to the 1, drive it deep into the corner. German going to maintain his line, probably cross him over off the corner, at least make an attempt. He should have a better run. He does have a good run. It's not going to be enough to make that pass happen, though. So Durand has made his way, Justin Durand has made his way into the top 5. David Durand currently been sitting in 3rd. With Road Truck breathing all over his back bumper, trying to make a pass. Inching down to the 10 to go mark. Crump still with just over a 2nd lead. Going down in the turn number 3. It's right on board with Pogo for a lap or so. He's trying to chase down Wesley Crump. Listen to that. The RPMs, they all sounds like they're almost stopping these darn trucks in the corner. You can see the speedometer down in the bottom corner here. Let's see what Pogo's hitting on the front stretch here. Looks like he hit 145 that time and then slowing down to the 80s. Down the backstretch, yeah, looks like he's hitting about 145 and down into 82 maybe. Pogo making his way by the lap truck of Bester. Road Truck getting by Durand. Here he goes, making the move. He's got him cleared, coming off of turn number 2, down the backstretch. Road Truck has now entered the top 3, as we're going to have a Durand battle right here for 4th and 5th place. Fourth and fifth is Duran, and sixth and seventh is Dustin and Dustin. We got David Duran Jr., Justin Duran, Dustin Coggin, and Dustin German. It's a slew of repetitive names. Down the backstretch, though, Road Truck in that third place spot. Crump has now stretched his lead out even further. The 1.6 second lead over Pogo. I think Pogo might have given it what he has, and that might be it. Ooh, almost issues with that lap truck there of the 39 of Griffin as the two Durans get their way around him. Now Justin all over the back bumper of his brother David. Road Truck got a pretty good gap up to Pogo in the second. Not sure he's going to be able to do anything with just 7, now 6 laps to go. Wesley Crump in that 17 truck gonna be bringing it across the line with just 5 laps to go. Incredibly dominant tonight here. Led almost every lap there is to lead. And Pogo maybe just having a little bit of a blinking issue there as he kind of disappeared for a second. Oh, timing's poor. Now over a 2-second lead. Pretty tame as we hit the 5 to go mark. We were pretty well singled out. Looks like Dahlman might have smacked the wall there. Abbott trying to make a move on Spencer. That's going to be for the 10th place spot. So Abbott's trying to crack into the top 10. Spencer trying to hold on to that top 10. Here we go. Looks like Coggin trying to make a move on Justin Durand. Three laps to go. And down in turn number 2. Zane Bailey back here in 15th place. Daniel Dill right in front of him in 14th. Bailey just not really having the typical night that we see out of him, where he's usually up front. But again, different style track. So Crump, however, takes the white flag. We've got just 1 lap to go here. Any last-ditch efforts heading down into turn number 3. Not going to be anybody trying it. And here comes Wesley Crump to take the win at the Milwaukee Mile. Ooh, Abbott smacks the wall trying to get that spot from Spencer. He's not going to be able to do it. Spencer is going to lock himself a top 10. Wesley Crump going to drift it around the corner there. Send that thing around in celebration style. Your final results. Your big winner tonight is Wesley Crump. Jeff Pogo brings it home in second. James Road Truck third. David Durand is fourth. Justin Durand fifth. 6th is Dustin Coggin. 7th, Dustin German. 8th, George Fehrenbacher. 9th, Richard Swavely. Chris Spencer is 10th. Noah Abbott 11th. Ty Dahlman 12th. Daniel Dill 13th. Alan Duggar 14th. Zane Bailey is 15th. Sean Merriman 16th. David Scott 17th. Dalton Schley 18th. 19th goes to Blaine Driggers. Colin Besser is 20th. Scott Griffin 21st. And Scott Thomason is 22nd. That's going to be your final finishing order tonight. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our final finishers. Welcome back to the Milwaukee Mile. We're here with our top finishers. We do not currently have James Rotruck with us, so we'll bring in Jeff Pogo. Jeff Pogo bringing it home in second place tonight. Jeff, tell us about your night. We saw you up front for just about the entire night, staying right on Crump's back bumper. Tell us what more you could have needed to do it and how your night was.
That was a pretty good night overall. I don't think I had anything for Wesley, honestly. I think we were just too equally matched. The only way I would have got him probably would have been if I'd have moved him. And I don't know. I want to keep it respectable. You know, he's a good racer. He's raced me clean the past couple weeks. We've been racing door to door, getting 0X's, and tonight's no different. I could have moved him probably earlier in the race, but that last restart that we had, I used up too much tire. I think it was trying to keep the 24 behind me. Once I did that, Wesley just kind of set sail, and I just tried to maintain.
Well, nevertheless, second place, a great finish, and still putting on a dominant performance. Outside of Crump, nobody had anything for you. So congratulations on the second place finish. Who do you want to thank?
Thank you guys for putting this on, and thank Randy and everybody else that does this league so far. I mean, we're 3-4 races in. It's been pretty good so far. Good close racing, aggressive drivers, but pretty clean. So happy to be here, and just want to keep on going.
All right. Well, congratulations, Jeff.
Thank you.
All right. Now, our winner, Wesley Crump. Wesley, unbelievably dominant tonight, leading almost every lap there was to lead. Tell us about it.
Oh man, it was well, practice was kind of ugly. I had this track very long, maybe a couple days, and haven't spent much time on it. But in practice, I was following the Duran boys, and I learned a little something, and it turned out, and it worked out real nice for the race.
All right. Well, just an absolute dominant performance tonight, just keeping it right where it needed to be. Pretty tame race for you, I'd have to say there, huh, Wesley?
I was a little bit on pins and needles there on the restarts. I was wondering how many times the caution was going to come out, because that was the only time they could get to me real close. If he could have got to me and bumped me, it would have been a different story.
Tell us about your restart strategy. We saw you picking the low line almost every time, and then you happen to just pick the high line one of those times. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I learned like a couple of guys how they race, and I needed to pick keep one of the guys behind me, and I wanted the other pogo beside me. So that's why I picked it outside that last time.
All right, well, strategy paying off, getting you back in victory lane again. Who do you want to thank, Wesley?
Think WC Sport Fishing Charters, Aces Up, STR Performance, Finish Line Designs, um, SBH Racing, and
All right, well, congratulations on the win again, Wesley, and we'll be speaking to you in the future.
all right, thank you, Chris.
All right, well, that's going to do it for us here at 1-5 Studios. If you enjoyed the racing action, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of the IAA action. The truck's on Thursday, the Xfinity on Mondays, and we've got the BNR series, of course, coming back shortly on Saturdays once they get fired up. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that racing action. We'd like to thank you again for joining us, and we'll see you at the next track.